Bonjour, today we are going to learn how to ask a question in French using est-ce que. Okay, as you may have noticed that over the last few lessons on questions, we have used est-ce que quite a bit, okay? Today we are going to learn how to use est-ce que on its own without an interrogative pronoun, okay? So we use est-ce que to ask a question. There is no translation, if you wish, for this expression. It is simply an easy way of turning a sentence into a question, and I'm going to teach you how to do that, okay? So the word order of the sentence remains exactly the same, and you just add est-ce que in front of it. Now, est-ce que could be translated word for word as is it that, okay? But literally in English it means nothing, does it? I just want you to be aware, French people use est-ce que quite a bit, okay? So, as I said to you, we have used est-ce que in the past using quand, when, comment, how, pourquoi, où, why, and where, okay? And then est-ce que, okay? Quand est-ce que, comment est-ce que, pourquoi est-ce que, où est-ce que, okay? But today, in this case, there is no interrogative pronouns in front of it, okay? We are going to start the question with est-ce que, quite simply. So you're going to ask me, but when do we use est-ce que, starting just with est-ce que? Well, it is when you want to translate a sentence, a question in English, such as, do you, or does she, have you, or did you, okay, when there is no where did you, who does she, and so on, where there is no pronouns in front of that, interrogative pronouns, then when you want to use just the sentence as it is, okay? How? How do we do this in French? Like I said, it's quite simple. You have est-ce que at the beginning of the question, and then you put a sentence built in a normal way. When I say normal way, it means when you have not inverted the verb and the subject. So, if you wanted to say, are you French? For example, just simply, not who, why, how, whatever. Are you French? The way you need to do this in French is quite simple. You put this question, are you French, in the right order to start with. You are French. And all you need to do once you have this translation, you add est-ce que in front of it. Okay? So, you are French is tu es français or française, depending whether you are a woman or a man. Est-ce que tu es français? Are you French? Quite simply. Okay? Est-ce que tu es français? Okay? And here suddenly we've used the question est-ce que, using est-ce que, okay? So it was not that complicated. All we did was put the sentence in the right order and add est-ce que in front of it, okay? So if you wanted to say, are you coming to the cinema with us tonight? Are you coming to the cinema with us tonight? So remember what I said to you. You need first to put this in the right order, okay? So you are coming, or you come, to the cinema with us tonight, okay? And then you add est-ce que in front. Once you have managed to translate this in French, then, it should be very easy. So, tu viens, you come. Tu viens au cinéma, to the cinema, avec nous, with us, ce soir, this evening. And all you need to do now is add ding, est-ce que in front of it. Est-ce que tu viens au cinéma avec nous ce soir? And this means, are you coming to the movies or cinema with us tonight? Okay? Now, try this one. Actually, try this one on your own for a minute. How would you say, are you eating at the restaurant today? Are you eating at the restaurant today? Okay? Now, what you want is what? To put the sentence in the right order. Okay? So, are you eating becomes, well done, you are eating, okay? How do you say you are eating in French? You've got to work out what tenses is that. Well, you are eating does not exist in French, does it? We need to say you eat, okay? So how do you say you eat? vous mangez? So knowing that, how do you say, are you eating at the restaurant today? Vous mangez au restaurant aujourd'hui, but you must add est-ce que in front of it and it becomes est-ce que vous mangez au restaurant aujourd'hui? Okay? Is that okay? So I know it will take some time, especially for you to translate from English to French, because in English you have such a thing as a continuous tense, which we don't in French. So you need to work out, well, okay, are you eating? You are eating. How do you say this in French? Just reduce it. We don't say you are eating, you say you eat, okay? So using a past tense, for example, that's even harder. How would you say, did the children go to the swimming pool yesterday? Now, this one is tricky. Why? Because you've got to learn how to say the children went to the swimming pool yesterday. So you're going to tell me, but why? Well, because you're using did, and did in English represents a prétérit, a past tense, okay? So remove the did for a moment, okay? The children went to the swimming pool yesterday. How do you say that in French? Now, if you're not sure about this, refer back to my videos on the verb to go in the past tense, okay? And I teach you how to conjugate this verb. The children went to the swimming pool yesterday. Les enfants sont allés à la piscine hier. So, we're asking a question though, using est-ce que. Est-ce que les enfants sont allés à la piscine hier? Okay? So this one is really tricky and I can see why, okay? And I understand your pain, okay? But get over the pain. Okay, just learn. Learn how to conjugate a verb in the past tense in French and you will understand how to put these sentences, questions, together. Now, another example, how do you say, have they finished their homework? Homework. Have they finished their homework? Okay. Now, what you need to know is how do you say they have finished? Okay. This time we can translate that literally. Ils ont fini. Or it could be elles ont fini. Okay. If you're not confident with the past tense or passé composé, refer back to my many videos on passé composé. Now, elles ont fini leur devoir. Now, devoir is a homework, okay? Now, they have finished their homework, but you want to say, have they finished their homework using est-ce que. Remember, that's the main objective today, using est-ce que. So, est-ce qu'elles ont fini leur devoir? Have they finished their homework? Est-ce qu'elles ont fini leur devoir? Please note that here, qu'elle, Q-U, apostrophe L, the E of que has disappeared because it is followed by a word starting with a vowel. Okay, so in case you're just wondering, I'm not sure whether you are, but just in case. Okay. Here's a little exercise for you. Can you say this in French using est-ce que? Do you like apples? Do you like apples? Okay, that shouldn't throw you. Just get rid of the do. We don't have this in French anyway. So all you want to be able to say is you like apples and put est-ce que in front of it. So, tu aimes les pommes? Do you like apples? Tu aimes les pommes? And add est-ce que in front. Est-ce que tu aimes les pommes? Quite simply. Can you do this one? Do you have a brother? Do you have a brother? Okay, remember, scrap the do here for a minute. Just translate, you have a brother. Tu as un frère. Now, using est-ce que tu as un frère? Okay, can you see it? Is it becoming to, start to be easier? Okay, can you do this one? Have you eaten your vegetables? Have you eaten your vegetables? Now, put this into the right order. You have eaten your vegetables. Tu as mangé tes légumes. Est-ce que tu as mangé tes légumes? Should be the right answer. Okay, so I'm not going to carry on with est-ce que, okay, because I could go on and on and on, okay. It has to come naturally to you. And the good thing about the French here is that we can use different ways of asking questions. You know, you can just raise your voice saying, Tu as mangé tes légumes? Tu as un frère? Instead of saying est-ce que in front of it. But you just have to be aware that French people use est-ce que quite a bit, actually. Okay, why don't you have a look at my many other videos on asking questions? They are part of my French Essentials and are really awesome, as well as my YouTube website, learnfrenchwithalexa.com. Have a look at learnfrenchwithalexa.com, which is as well as awesome as all of the rest of my chef-d'oeuvre, my work of art. Anyway, that's it for me. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not done so already. And that's it, really. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it, says Adam. Au revoir, à bientôt. Bisous, bisous.